for $2 billion every year for them in the budget. And that's how I want to welcome you today, Tuesday, 18th of May, newspaper front page stories in Nigeria. And the first one I have here, which you're already looking at, is the Daily Times. So the story on that one you can already see, and let me just bring you down to that page so that we can see all the stories there. And in case you're waiting for me to speak about it, sincerely, I have no opinion. I just want to hear what you also have to say about it. All right, so put them in the comment. I'm going to read the comments. Yeah, so let's head over to the next paper I got today. This is Tribune. On Tribune, ACF supports ban on open grazing. Only 9% of armed forces budget is spent on equipment by Jabiamia. Do not forget that only yesterday we saw that Femi Falana was able to secure release of, since 2016, some members of the Nigerian army, soldiers who were charged with, is it called mutiny, when you don't want to go to war because you are ill-equipped. You remember the age of the time of tactical maneuver. Aha. So some soldiers were caught, my child, they were sentenced to death. Okay. Whereas the people diverted the fund meant for them to get equipment were given ambassadorial appointments. I mean, she already tweeted that yesterday, and the thing ran bang, bang, bang. Like, I mean, look at the way we are running the country. Soldiers are sent to the front. Some of you have seen viral videos of soldiers sleeping on the floor, having no food, no equipment, nothing, and you want them to go and confront people who are well equipped, well armed, who have the latest sophisticated weapons, and who are well fed, who have all the money. And even if these soldiers manage to try to capture them, confront them, the moment you see that the soldiers are having upper hand, you radio them and say ceasefire. Then it simply means the people who are also controlling these soldiers and giving them poor equipment and still doing all of these things, they get compensated with ambassadorial appointments. And then you want us to believe that some people are not complicit in terrorism, in what is going on. Like, there's a deliberate game. All right. Now, Gbajabiamila is now saying, look at it again, that only 9% of armed forces budget is spent on equipment. And then he's now saying, okay, let us even empower them more. Let's give them more money. And now the soldiers are saying we want $2 billion every year. Hey, see money, I go join military. I go join. And if you go a little bit down the page, you see PDP governors to Buhari. There's a Senate bill to National Assembly for power devolution now. The back restructuring. Do you know what is even more disturbing here is, if you look at this thing, you discover that this PDP was in power for 16 years. They said they wanted to be there for 200 years. They convoked Sovereign National Conference, no, Confab. They convoked the Confab in 2014, had recommendations, all the recommendations. They didn't start implementation of any, even one. Okay. APC too was shouting for restructuring then, before they got the federal power. They were in the states, pocket of states here and there in the southwest, and shouting, we want restructuring, we want devolution of power, this and that, blah, blah, blah. They got power now, they don't want to do it, right? It is now PDP's turn to be the feeble opposition, asking for, devolution of power. So it appears that when you are in the state, you want more power in the states. But when you get the federal power, you don't want to devolve the power to the states. The hypocrisy reeks. It just reeks. Let me see if there are other interesting stories for me there on the page. Tribune. Nigeria accounts for 75% crime in the Gulf of Guinea. Federal government. 75%. We are only 25% short for the rest of the world. Oh boy. Police station set ablaze in Abia. INEC office in Enugu attacked. Now, to the right there, you see Kaduna, labor shots, banks, schools, airport, train station, government offices, and all. It done red. And the next one is the Sun. PDP governors rule demand constitution review orders. Well, they were there before. As I said, they didn't review any review. Now that they are in the opposition, they are clamoring for the same thing. 32 state governors to meet tomorrow over insecurity and other issues. Okay, I go to the next paper. Business day. Something is important on this page. There's a reason I listed it for review today. Something political. If you look at it there, they say Buhari's security spend the highest yet every Nigerians are terrified. I mean, more Nigerians are terrified. Buhari spent the highest on security, yet Nigerians are more terrified. That is on business day today. I take you to the next one. The Nation. I hope so you follow. I dey check on our comments, so I go react. EFCC detains ex-Kwara governor over 9 billion naira probe. You see the problem? They are there for the billions, and there are so many projects that just need as little as just. If you see some accidents that kill people on the road, in most cases, the accident are just one crater on the road that less than 100,000 naira will fix. But they will not. The billions will be in their pockets, in their septic tank, in their toilets. They bury some, even in the graveyard, cemetery. They bury money, dollars. 9 billion naira probe. Hey, 17 have been killed so far. Again, in Rivers, Delta, Abia, Plateau, Benue attacks. And if you go down there, you see the face of our man, El-Rufai, Nasir, Uncle Nasir. And you look at El-Rufai alleged sabotage as NLC strike grounds Kaduna. And you can see the way they wrote his name on that banner. They say El-Rufai, poverty, hunger, and insecurity. Stop the mass sack of workers and abuse of human rights. Well, that message is for El-Rufai there. I move to the next page. The paper I have today, Punch. Now look at the important thing on Punch. It says INEC meets security chiefs as burnt offices. The number of offices that have been burnt so far has increased to 21. 21 burnt so far. It's crazy. Now if you look at this, okay, I think I read this already. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, it's still the same. Punch. No. Okay, it's Punch, yeah. So now, meeting with security agencies hold after Wednesday's parley with resident electoral commissioners. Okay, 2023 poll budget may rise. Now this is where they are going to. Commission plans to replace attacked facilities. Gentlemen and ladies, when all of you are busy clamoring for votes to be virtual, to be online and well monitored, transparent, they say want facilities, they say want more papers, they say want the manual way that will cost more money because that's the most important. And the facilities that can easily go up in flames in order to kill evidence, and we'll spend more for that. That is the country we are all running. Finally, the nation. Finally, the nation. I think I saw this already, right? Okay. This allowance anti-restructuring outburst has upset senators. That's if they are genuine in their upsetting. If they are genuine about it. So they said angry lawmakers are to challenge Senate President. Executive session holds today. Why would Lawan even say that restructuring should not. People are just power drunk. They want everything to end at their table, and yet they will be slow. The time you expect them to take a very important and decisive step or action is the time they will go on their recess, right? Have you ever wondered why decisions that concern the public, the masses, right? Decisions that concern the masses take so long for Senate to decide on what to do. They will tell you it takes time. But when it comes to their own allowances, pay and all that, it does not take time. In fact, they resolve the same day. Now, Senate wants to be so powerful that they don't want to devolve power to the states. They're saying restructuring, no, this one, no. They just want to be the most powerful. They want to be sought. They want to be consulted every time. They want to be the ones to ratify everything. And it's unfortunate. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I want to draw the curtain here today. And as usual, I'm going to leave you with my man, Larry Safari, VIP, Vagabonds in Power.